Not so long ago, a man named Edward and a woman named Kalia crossed paths. They shared a common interest in history, especially the history of India. This shared interest sparked a goal for them both, to visit the Taj Mahal. Soon after, they dated and got married. This was their time, the perfect opportunity. It was time to visit the Taj Mahal for their honeymoon. The Taj Mahal is widely considered one of the most beautiful buildings ever created. The exquisite marble structure in Agra, India is a Mao museum, an enduring monument to the love of a husband for his favorite wife. It is also an eternal testament to the artistic and scientific accomplishments of a wealthy empire. Muzma Mahal was an Indian empress of the Mughal dynasty and wife of Shah Jahan, the emperor. They married when she was 19, and quickly she became his favorite wife. She used her position to promote humanitarian programs for the needy up until her death while giving birth to her 14th child. The Taj was then constructed after her passing for a place to bury her body, as she was loved and respected by many. Poets would write about her beauty and compassion, and Shah's trust in her was great. As the story was told, the young couple on their honeymoon listened intently. They had been planning this trip to the Taj Mahal for a while now, and were excited to hear about the Taj's construction and theories. The first thing they noticed about the grand structure was the balance and symmetry of the structure, as everything inside and outside was perfectly occupied and no space seemingly out of line. The intricate motifs and patterns in the structure, called the pietra dura, mesmerized them, as the vine-like nature of the patterns were spread everywhere. They walked past the flower design that seemed to appear at random, but came together in unity to unite the structure's walls and floors. It led them to view the entrance, where the shape of the dome spoke to the sheer scale of the structure, making it and the Taj's entrance appear as a point of emphasis over other parts of the structure. The advanced nature of the structure was striking to the couple, since our modern technology was not available back when the Taj was created. Their tour guide tells them that the builders relied on hand-measured measurements and mathematical statistics, and in order to gather materials for it, elephants were relied on to carry materials such as the precious stones and ivory used in the structure. Then it was chipped down to hold bricks and cemented together to form the dome shape. Today we use the same type of tactics when creating brick or cementing the ground to create concrete, as the wife observed. In the structure, they approached the Sino Pass, honoring Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan, where many from the Indian culture come to pay their respects. They notice that the Shah's tomb is bigger than his wife's, and that is only part of the complex that is not symmetric. This shows scale within the structure, and is done because in history men have been viewed as more important than women, the newlyweds mentioned to each other. Shah's presence as the emperor was also great, so having his tomb domineering over everyone around was out of respect for his ruling. When it was midday, they exited the structure for some lunch, and saw that the color of the structure had almost completely changed. The ivory was shining much brighter in the hard sun than it was in the morning, where there was little light. This sight that brought them much joy and was a new experience for them. The light reflecting off the pool of the water was a perfect scene for them to take pictures and to have a picnic. The couple talked about how they believed the structure was designed around light and time, as reflected by its materials shown. Callie looked at the structure in awe and asked, "What might this material be?" And Edward responded with, "Ivory, of course. The structure is made with ivory, which is a native material to Agra, and something that used the elements well to provide viewers an interesting experience. Ivory is something that is naturally white and works well with light because of its reflective capabilities." Later in the day, during sunset, the couple was getting ready to go home after a long day visiting the structure. As a last goodbye, the Taj Mahal reflects a pretty pink-orange color, changing colors even more from when it was midday. The couple revisits the finishes one more time, observing how the Taj appears at night. The Taj uses its reflective finishes to enhance light and produce color. During the day, the color is bright and vibrant due to the lighting. The finish of ivory allows it to do so, and the brick-like nature of its visuals create a textured look to its design. It is intentionally made this way, as the creator specifically incorporated this technology to have this effect. The finish even impacts their mood, as at the night, the Taj Mahal looks closed off from the world because of its lack of light, while on the day it looks warm and inviting. At the end of the day, when the newlyweds were looking back on their visit, they thought about how they experienced everything. The space is what provided them the experience with its interesting visuals and array of objects. They understood that the main entrance was to see the tomb of the emperor and empress, and the way the room emphasized these elements made the experience. The journey to the center was itself an experience, as you could view the many ideas and pursuits of its designer. The way that the light and patterns were oriented allowed them to gain an experience that they will never forget for the rest of their lives.